Now I say, now that's a good card, I'll tell you what. Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with ManaMan, and today we've got a juicer for you. We've got Forgeborn Phoenix, or else the first thing I saw when I saw the name of this card is LEGHORN. Forgeborn Leghorn. That's how we got the name here. So when I say this is a dang good card here. I absolutely love this. This is the new Alchemy card. Equipped creature has flying, and whenever this creature is equipped, it's going to perpetually gain. Whenever an equipped creature you control deals combat damage to a player, return it, but it does come tapped, but you do get to return it from your graveyard to the battlefield. So it's a nice little bit recurring damage here. I absolutely love this card. It's a nice little curve topper on a very, very aggressive deck. You get to reconfigure or unconfigure it for just one as well. So the kind of key thing here, we're going to be able to use Patchwork Automation. You use Patchwork Automation just to get bigger and bigger and bigger each turn. It also has Ward, which is really nice here. And the key thing here, you're going to be able to use Forgeborn Phoenix to give the Patchwork Automation flying, usually. And because it's just a big old like 8/8 by that time with Ward and whatnot, the flying is going to be very, very nice. We've got some removal to like clear the path for us as well. So it's going to be really cool. Absolutely love the Forgeborn Phoenix in this deck. So the Patchwork Automation is really, really awesome. We also have Sokenzan Smelter. Now this card, it's gotten a lot of hate, and I don't know why. People were trying to use it in the Ani Blood, the Anvil card, and it doesn't really go that well in that deck, but I think in this deck, it goes a lot better. So I love the Smelter in this deck. I'm glad I found a home for it, because I really wanted to use it. Lizard Blades, really, really cool. Double strike. I mean, obviously, if you got the Kumano faces Kakkazan, really cool. You're going to deal 1 damage. And then on turn 2, there's a bunch of things you can do. You get a 1/1 counter on it, as well as being able to go into the etching eventually. But on turn 2 is really good because you're going to have Lizard Blades, or you're going to be able to, and the Smelter's still pretty good. Giving it anything a 1/1 counter is good, but giving another one to Automation with the Ward is good. And then Blades, Lizard Blades here, very, very cool. A 2/2. Double strike for 2 mana is very, very good. Absolutely aggressive, out of this world, and I love it. The Experimental Synthesizer, very, very cool. We're just going to be able to dig into our deck here a little bit, and it also gives food for our Smelter and our Automation. Play with Fire, classic card, just deal some damage. It's also removal. It can also scry to help fix your land. I absolutely don't sleep on the scry abilities. Absolutely love it. Rabid Battery, we're going to need this because we're going to need equipped creatures for our Forgeborn Phoenix if we're going to want to use things to bring it back. I absolutely love this card because you're going to equip another creature for 1, and it's just cheap equipment that's going to bring back our Phoenix from the grave or whatever it was equipped to. Reinforced Ronin's a really good card. It's an artifact creature, so it helps out our cause, and it's got haste, and it's a 2/2 for haste. It does come back to your hand, but you can also use Channel if you really need to, but usually you don't really need to. Usually the haste is just going to be what you want to be doing, so absolutely love this card. The Iron Apprentice also gives food for our Smelter, also running 2 of them because we are kind of low on cards here. We do have 22 lands. I don't think it's necessary to go 24, but going like 20 or 18 or something crazy like that, a little bit too extreme. We still do need mana for Forgeborn Phoenix and Den of the Bugbear. So still do need a land. Don't get too crazy and run like 18 or 16 or something nuts. But this is the deck here. We're going to take Forgeborn Leghorn, the Phoenix Almighty, and we're going to set our opponents ablaze. Let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Hey, Little Lax, how are we doing here? Let's go ahead and keep this. I absolutely love how we can set up with this hand here. Shambling Gas, I don't love a Shambling Gas. That's a little nerve-wracking, but we can go for Kumano into the Patchwork Automation. Turn 1 Kumano, turn 2 Patchwork, which gives us an extra 1/1 counter on this, and then turn 3 maybe the Phoenix, who knows. But either way, this is going to curve out pretty nicely. We do get to play with Fire. Okay. Okay. Can't hate on it. Let's go ahead and drop this, and yeah, let's go for the Patchwork Automation. I like 2/2s with Ward that just get bigger every single turn. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Can't target it. What they can do, unfortunately, is use a Deadly Dispute, and a Deadly Dispute on the Shambling Gas is just insane. Just insane, but hopefully they don't have it. Hopefully they've got an Infernal Grasp that they were planning to use on whatever we played, but they can't because we've got Ward. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Going in from any sort of black deck that has like Shambling Gas, Deadly Dispute into a turn 3 Lulth. Oh, there it is. Okay. It sucks. As long as they don't have a turn 3 Lulth, I mean, it should be okay. But yeah, if they have a Lulth on turn 3, I don't on the play. That is stuff of nightmares. They have enough mana to actually just go for Patchwork Automation's Throat and just bust right through the ward, but they actually do not, which I'm very thankful of, because this is kind of like our win condition here. So here's the thing, if they set up Pest Summoning and just set up like a bunch of things on the board, we can use Forgeborn Leghorn, the almighty Phoenix, and I guess we could have used Play with Fire, put a stop, and use Play with Fire to scry, to ensure we get a land. I guess we could have done that. But either way, I love the Kumano is going to make them exile. So if they block with the Shambling Gas, they're not going to get a treasure token, which, you know, helps out a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll just go for... like double Ronin, really. I mean, or just at least go for one Ronin, maybe Play with Fire next. We really should have played with Fire before our draw. Put a stop on, that's kind of my bad. So that we could ensure, or at least help, to scry for another land. But either way, we're still sitting moderately okay here. This Shambling Gas is not going to be able to get its value because it's going to get exiled, which is just awesome. And neither is this Pest, because these have to die. And they're not going to die, they're going to get exiled, which is wonderful. So let's just see what they're going to do. They're actually going to kill the Ronin. That's actually pretty interesting. Okay. They're going to kill I would think they kill the Kumano, right? Like, why would they not kill the Kumano? And yeah, like I said, we definitely goofed up here, but we're going to fix our stupidness and at least go for Play with Fire on their end step, which, yeah, definitely not great on my part. Oof. But either way, come on, we still got what? They have 6 swamps, or 4 swamps, 2 treasures. A lot of stuff you can do with that amount of mana. Let's see what you're thinking. I'm not too threatened by the Pest Summoning at all. That's not a big deal. They literally get 2 1/1s for 3 mana that don't even gain them life. So that's a horrible value for them. Baleful Mastery. Okay, so they're actually just going to fight through the ward here. They're going to fight through the ward. Okay. We do get to draw another card. That is cool. Doesn't really matter here. We're still going to be able to use Play with Fire. We got to get into another land source here. So are they going to pass? They are going to pass. All right, Play with Fire. Come on, baby. We need some land. No, the smelter's no good. Come on, we need some land, baby. Give us some land. That's a land. That is a land, and we will take it. That is a land, and we'll take it. So I guess we can go for all these 1-drops, or we can go for Lizard Blades 1 or a Phoenix. I guess I kind of just want to get the Phoenix out, really. I mean, we can just deal more damage this way, but like they're gonna be able to put out the Pest Summoning, so. I think it's better to just get all of our damage out on the ground now. So let's go for the... Okay, let's go for the Ronin. Lizard Blades. I guess we can use our Lizard Blades to just jack up something and give it flying. So we'll go for this. Yep, that's alright. We still want to be aggressive. We take them down to 8. Next turn... We can get out our Phoenix, or we can use Lizard Blades. Let's see what they do. I need to get this Phoenix out eventually if they're going to be able to set up this board here. So yeah, they got a lot of things on the ground here. This is actually not the end of the world, and they actually are running blue, so that's kind of interesting. But again, as long as we have this etching, we're going to be okay. So I think what I kind of want to do here, let's go. Forgeborn Phoenix. Nah say. Now that's a good card, I'll tell you what. Forgeborn Phoenix is going to be out here doing work. Let's see, should we give it to the Kumano? I don't want to put the Kumano in jeopardy, so if I can give this flying to the Kumano, yeah, I think we can do that. The Lizard Blades, they would have to what? Like, double block? Triple block. Okay, we'll do it. The Kumano, as long as the Kumano isn't in harm's way, I don't really care. So we'll do that. These will trade. This will die, exile. I think that's a pretty good trade here. If the Kumano dies, we don't get it back because the Forgeborn Phoenix only does it to creatures, and technically this is an enchantment. So it's not going to work that way, but if it dies, we at least get the Forgeborn back. I really like the Forgeborn if they have something like Doomscar. Okay, so this is going to be not that bad here. Oh, okay.
As dark and musty as I remember.
Oh, so they're gonna get a little weird here. They're gonna use they're gonna use Professor, and they're gonna use this for -1 life. You have to be careful here.
Come on, there's got to be something useful.
There's gotta be something useful, but okay. I'm gonna be able to do a lot of damage here. So I don't know. Maybe I'm overplaying my hand here a little bit. We can go for Rabid Bat. We can first off we can unseparate this and make 2/2 2/2, which is 4, and then this can be 6, and then this can be 7. So if they don't have any sort of interruption, we actually win. So let's actually unattach this. Unattach this. Let's go for Reinforced Ronin, Rabid Battery, and this is now 7 damage. So can they kill us? Do they have interruption? They don't have interruption, and we take it for the win. Let's go. Good game. Remember to subscribe to the channel for more Magic deck videos every single day. Liam, how we doing here? Oh man, I already see this Forgeborn Phoenix. I have a good feeling this one's gonna be the one where it comes out to play. Let's go ahead and drop the Den of the Bugbear. Love the Kumano. Turn 1 Kumano into a turn 2 Lizard Blades. Just feels like cheating. Just feels like cheating. It's pretty gosh darn good. So what are we going against? Boros here? A Ganjo Exemplar. Okay, so what are we probably going against up here? This is probably Samurais, right? Samurais do get a boost here with oh, the Imperial Blade Master. Very, very good card. Let's go ahead and drop this now. 2/2. And I'm actually gonna put a stop on my upkeep here. I might want to use Play with Fire on their face to make sure that we scry for a land. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. So Lizard Blades, don't kill the Lizard Blades. Don't do it. Don't you dare. You know you don't want to. These are really cool sleeves though, so I guess I'll let it slide if you do kill it. Whenever it attacks alone, it's going to get 1/1, but that's not going to be enough. They're going to have to remove the blades. At least we do get a clue token here. So it's going to get a 1/1. Okay, how do we want to play this out here? So do we want to use Play with Fire? I kind of do. I kind of do. Let's go ahead and just Play with Fire. I want to ensure that we get some sort of mountain here. That is not going to do it. We could go with Play with Fire on this. I think I'm going to do it. It's kind of awkward, but I just really want to make sure I get a land source here. We do. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and draw now. We get our land source here. We can at least go for the Ronin, which isn't like phenomenal, but as you can see, like we're still kind of ahead here. Like we're actually still kind of ahead. The Ronin's going to come back to our hand, which is like not great. But we're still going to take him down to 11, which is like nothing to scoff at. Let's go and put this back. We've got enough land for the Forgeborn Phoenix now. Paladin class actually doesn't help a whole lot. I'm not worried about casting things on your turn, so that doesn't really bug me that much. This kind of bugs me. I mean, it's going to get hit indestructible. 4/4 with indestructible now. 13 to 11. I don't know. I don't know if I really care that much, though. I guess we can take the Smelter, and then we can get rid of this clue token that they oh so generously gave us. That is an option. That is an option. I think we're going to do that, because we have the Apprentice. I think yeah, it's close. It's close, but I think I kind of like this move. We're going to go and pop this, get rid of this clue token, and we get a 3/1 here. Let's see if they want to, I mean, we're being aggressive too, so like, I think we have the upper hand in just being aggressive. Let's see if they want to take the Ganjo Exemplar and trade. Let's get out the trade binder. Let's make some trades. They are going to kill Darth Vader. Not Darth Vader, Darth Maul, rather. That is totally Darth Maul. I don't care what you say. I actually can't pull it back up because it's a token and it died. But it is totally Darth Maul. Now, this commander does have... Oh, okay. So that is going to be a nightmare. So that is going to single-handedly swing this game. Hopefully they don't have another land source. If they don't have another land source, they can't replay the Angel Fire Ignition. That is rough. And this thing has indestructible now as well. Okay, well, let's go for Forgeborn. Forgeborn Leghorn. I don't want to give it up for the Smelter. I think I kind of want to just put it on something so that we can get it back. Because at this point, we can't really do lethal. So I guess we'll just put it on the Smelter. This thing will have trample too, right? Yikes. That's crazy. We'll go ahead and give him a thinking here. What do we want to do? Do we want to put the Apprentice down? No, the Ronin. I think we're just screwed. This Angel Fire Ignition is just going to win them the game if they can recast this. So maybe we just, like, play through it and just don't care. If they have another land, we just assume they win, and that's just it. Okay. I think we're just going to have to go for the Apprentice. Yeah. It's not great. Can't swing, because they can just wall us off with Indestructible. Wow. Just okay. And the source they have, like, it wouldn't die because it has Indestructible. So I don't think that's going to work with the etching. So if they have another land, unfortunately, we're just going to have to scoop. But if they don't have that extra land, they can't replay the Angel Fire Ignition. Hot and fresh out the kitchen. If they kill the Forgeborn, it can always come back. Can always get something flying too, which is really nice. They're just gonna swing in here. I guess we'll just block. That means we don't take the 1 damage, and this 1/1 goes somewhere else anyway. So I think it's okay. Doesn't have trample, so I feel okay doing this. Or are they gonna give it trample? Like, do they have some sort of boost? I mean, Fateful Absence on the Forgeborn. Okay, we'll get it back. We'll get a clue token. Okay, 1/1. Let's put it on. I guess we'll just put it on the Kumano. Why not? We got a Patchwork. Patchwork is pretty cool. I guess we'll put down the Patchwork. Might as well. We go for the Ronin, and then we'll be able to use Smelter. I mean, that's kind of okay. Like, we're doing okay here. Let's go and auto pay and just get rid of this. Bang! Swing in with everything. Screw it. Screw it. If they have another land, we're just going to lose anyway. So, okay, it's not indestructible anymore. This goes back. We have 8 damage here. Angel Fire Ignition doesn't give them lethal, right? No, because they would be a 7/7. And they actually don't have enough. Wow. Okay, they're going to swing in here with haste. It's going to get lifelink, though. That is the problem. So, whenever an equipped did damage, and it comes back tapped as well. So, at this point, that's not really going to be all that. So, I guess we'll just probably take this. Even if they had to play with fire, one is not going to be enough. So, they go up to that. They get indestructible now. We do get a Rabid Battery. Rabid Battery is pretty cool. Can we? I don't think we can do enough damage here, though. That's kind of the issue. So I guess we'll just go for Rabid Battery. This will go up. This will go up. And I kind of want to get back our Forgeborn Phoenix. If we can equip this, because if an equipped creature goes through, we do get our Forgeborn back. Okay. I guess we'll put it on the Smelter. They give it up. They give it up. Wow. Borrow. How we doing here? How we doing here? Let's go ahead and keep this. Wish we had a little bit better of a 1-drop. We are running like just a ton of 1-drops in this deck, obviously. So we'd like to see something better than a Ronin, because this does bounce back into our hand, which is not ideal. But you know, hey, it's still pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and swing in here. 18 to 20, but it does go back to our hand, which is a little unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Getting the Patchwork Automation is going to be pretty much the most clutch thing that you can do in this deck. Let's see, we're going against Gruul colors, so I want to see a Ranger's class. Okay, Ranger's class. Another Patchwork Automation. So we're getting a lot of our big spells. This is typically like a really, really fast type deck, and we're not really having any of our fast spells. But that's okay. We get a Patchwork Automation. See, next turn we could drop another Patchwork Automation and then a Ronin. Like, it's not terrible. We also just drop our Phoenix. We'll see what we got going on. Oh, is this okay. Arnie a Broken Bow. Brow. Haste. Okay, well, we gotta take it. We don't really have any choice. We can't just chump block. That doesn't make any sense. Iron Apprentice. That is pretty good. Let's see how we want to do this here. I think we just go for another Patchwork Automation. We got to get these things out as soon as possible. And then I don't really want to be swinging, so I guess we'll just go for the Apprentice, because the Ronin's an offensive card. We need some defense. Let's get a body out here. And we go up to a 3/3. I'm trying to think here. Actually, could we swing in? Oh my gosh, I think we actually could. I don't want to chump block with the automation, so I think I'm actually going to swing in, yeah. And then we'll use the Apprentice to maybe chump block the Broken Brow. Bump up our automation. Okay. The cool thing with the Patchwork Automation is you can just keep bumping it up, and eventually you'll be able to use Phoenix and then just get it up into the air. So I think that's kind of what we're doing here. The Forgeborn Leghorn Phoenix. Not a chicken, but it's like a phoenix. So Kumano. Okay, Kumano's really good on turn 1. On turn 4, it's a little less menacing, but it's still good. It's still good, though. Let's see what they want to do here. They actually do go in. I think what I want to do is at least just chump block one of these with the Apprentice. That way we'll alleviate some damage. Yeah, we'll alleviate some damage. We'll buff up our automation. Down to 13. We're going to be able to hit them pretty hard here. Up to 4. Another Lizard Blades. Okay, well, let's drop the mountain, and we can do what's... We can actually do this. This kicks us up. This kicks us up to what? 5/5, 3/3, and we can give something double strike. We can deal what? That'd be what? 13 damage. It's just not enough, right? I think we can just go for our Forgeborn Phoenix, bump us up here, go for a Ronin. Yeah, I think we're kind of like hedging our bets here, but I think this is going to work out favorably. Worst case scenario, we take the Forgeborn Phoenix, and we can always just give it flying if they keep things back to block with. So I'm not going to configure this. I think I'm actually just going to go for the Ronin. Yeah, let's just go for the Ronin. This will bump us up here. And do I want to... The question becomes, do I want to swing it? I think I do. I think I do kind of just want to swing with all of our creatures. I don't see how they can threaten us for lethal. So, I think we just swing in. We do 12 damage. We still have a flyer here. We can give something else flying with the Forgeborn Phoenix. I mean, I think we're sitting pretty good here. So, they can cast this and make something a little bit bigger, but how are they supposed to get to 11 damage here? These also have Ward, and the next turn we're going to take our Phoenix, and we're going to give our automations flying, because the Phoenix alone cannot do lethal, but thankfully our Forgeborn can give our juicy Patchwork Automations flying to get lethal. So I don't know, Borrow. I don't see how you're supposed to get out of this. Maybe let's see, 5 land sources too. What does this do? The boast, you can change to 1 plus the greatest power among other creatures you control until end of turn. That is not going to be good enough unless they drop something super fat. So, see what are they going to do? They're going to go for Den of the Bugbear. They are. That's just not going to be enough. They're going to swing in. I'm just going to take it. Maybe. They're just not going to have enough for lethal here, right? This is going to be... Broken Bow's going to go up to 4. They get to put a 1/1 counter on the Bugbear. We're just going to take, like, what, 7? Let's see. 4, 7, 10, 11. I guess we'll just... I want to keep our Phoenix. I want to finish them off with the Phoenix just for the funniness. So this is just what... that is actually 10. So, yeah, we'll just do that. We'll finish them off with 1 life. That's a little bit more poetic, don't you think? We'll take our Phoenix. Let's use our Phoenix. Put it on the Patchwork Automation. And we'll just swing in. Good game. Pilot Lax again. We just played you, but we'll play you again. We're going to have to mulligan this away. We just have 1 land source here because this is a legendary land. Sucks, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. We can go ahead and keep that. I don't see any... the Rabbit Battery. We're going to go for Kumano and then into Seltzer. Smelter, not Seltzer. I think I got too many white calls on my brain here. Let's go for... I guess we'll get rid of the Rabbit Battery. It doesn't feel like... It doesn't feel great, but nothing feels great. Nothing feels great when you're taking a mulligan. But what does feel great is this Kumano. You're already familiar with this Pilot Lax. I believe I played this on you the last time we played. So we're going for a Swamp. Duress. Okie dokie. Well, they're going to get rid of our Play with Fire. Not great here. Okay, but we get Kumano out, and we'll just drop our Sokenzan Smelter here. Nice little 3/3 action. I don't know if we're going to be able to utilize it without any artifacts, but this deck does obviously run a lot of cheap artifacts, so see if we can make use of that. And they get a Rahilda. Rahilda's a problem. Rahilda's a problem, because it's got first strike, but, so we can't swing in with the etching. Can't swing in with the etching, so that is a problem. Rahilda just kind of walls us off pretty freaking hard here. So let's go for the synthesizer. Hopefully we can get something off the top. We get a rabid battery. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to play it. It's free value, so we might as well. And the problem here is we can't even really utilize the smelter. So I guess we'll go ahead and put this on the etching. Yeah, we'll put this on the etching, and we're going to swing in here. I want to be aggressive because, yeah, I know that they can get value out of the Rahilda, but we have to just be aggressive, and as long as we can bypass the 2/2 first strike, I think that's fine. So they swing in. They're going to get, like, what, their value? I mean, they get a rabid battery, but, like, is that really worth it? In my opinion, probably not, but I don't know. I don't know. Guess it's kind of easy for us to say. We don't know what's going on. So these are actually, this is actually Grixis colors. Okay, I'm a little bit nervous now. Blue always makes you nervous. So we got Graveyard Trespasser. That is not good. Do they have any creatures? No creatures. No creatures, but okay. We get another Ronin. Okay, the Ronin's not very good because 2/2 doesn't help us out here. So I guess what we want to do is just go into battle and blow up this synthesizer with the smelter. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and pay this, blow this up to get a 3/1, and this 3/1's going to be big enough to attack. Just get a mountain, which is very disappointing. Very disappointing. We can't really channel this yet. Okay, well, we're going to swing all. This is still 9 damage. I would assume that they are going to block here. They're going to block the smelter. They know that that is going to be the claim to fame here. Down to 7. Let's drop this mountain. And I guess we can... use the channel ability. Probably should have just swung in with our Ronins here. But now we do get a Forgeborn Phoenix. Let's go ahead and do... Should we unconfigure this? We could unconfigure and then just chump block, but I don't want to do that. Let's not do that. This is gonna go nighttime, and it is what it is, you know. It is what it is. If they want to swing in, I mean, they're still swinging in. They have to be careful of their life. I know that they're getting value. They take a Forgeborn Phoenix. I know they're getting value, and oh, the play with fire. Oh, that's rough. That's rough to take. That's gonna kill what? A construct. Okay, so actually well, they're still gonna go for it, I would assume. Yeah, that play with fire definitely swung things, so I guess we got a little bit too comfortable with the Rahilda. But, okay, we got an Iron Apprentice. That's usually good with the Smelter. So I guess we'll just go for the Phoenix. We'll go for the Phoenix and then the Ronin. Yeah, we're still big enough for the Kumano. We'll still get the Rabid Battery back, I guess. Or do we just want to configure to the Kumano right now? Let's go ahead and do this. Let's just go give the Kumano flying. If they want to use the Harvester, if they kill this thing, we can get back the Phoenix, we'll get back the battery, and then this will come back whenever we kill something. So, power word kill. Our Forgeborn Phoenix is going to come back, which is awesome. Just coming back alone is really cool. And then this is going to get perpetually... Where's it at? Oh, actually, no, it's not, because this is actually an enchantment. So, oh, wow, okay. Well, I take that back. Our Forgeborn is going to come back whenever we deal damage with an equipped creature. So, okay. Are they going to use the Harvester to kill our little battery? Come on, don't be mean. They're going to be mean. They're going to be mean about it, huh? Okay, well, down to 12. The mountain. Didn't want to see the mountain. Oh, actually, we did want to see the mountain because guess what? That is going to be a good game. I'm sorry, Pilot Lax. We got the best of you 2 times, but good game. Ilassen? Is that how you say it? How are we doing here? Let's go ahead and keep this. Looks like a keeper to me. Looks like a keeper to me. I love these voracious short. It was called it's voracious. I know that, but some sort of shark. Kind of like that card. Kind of miss it. Let's go ahead and what's the best one drop we can do here? Just a battery. Just kind of do some damage. Yeah, sure. Sure. Deal 1 damage, and you know sometimes playing mono red's pretty easy. You play stuff, you do damage really fast, and that's what you do. So let's see. This is either runes or werewolves. It is going to be werewolves here. So Rahilda is also it's just a nasty card. Just Rahilda's always just not a good time. Let's go for Patchwork Automation. Let's just get this on board. You want to get this on board as soon as possible. It's always better to get this early and often. So Kessig Naturalist, yeah, we're just gonna have to take this. This thing has first strike, so take your value. Let's see what they get out of this. We get a Lizard Blades. I think I saw that. That was a Lizard Blades, which is not the greatest thing for us. So if we go for Synthesizer, the Ronins just aren't that great right now. I think we go for Synthesizer, maybe see if we can get something. We can't attach the Lizard Blades anyway, so yeah, we go ahead and do this. What do we got going off the top? We got another Rabbit Battery. Okay. Okay, well, we're going to have to use this because this is the only time we can play it. We'll put up our patch automation up, and let's go for the Iron Apprentice. These are better than the Ronins right now, I feel like. Definitely going to swing in here. We could chump block this thing. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Down to 15 they go. Okay, I think we're sitting okay here. Then we get the Synthesizer. Okay. So they're going to gain some land here. Land, Jesus. They're going to gain some mana source here. Do we want to just chump block the Rahilda? At this point, I mean, like, they still have their own hand, so I don't know if this is really, like, getting them that much value. I think we're actually just going to take this. Like, yeah, I know it sucks. It sucks to give them free cards, and the Kumano, yeah, it is what it is. It's kind of slow, I guess. They'll get a Lizard Blades. As long as we have this big juicy Patchwork Automation, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, is this any worse than, like, a card they could play with themselves in their hand? I don't think so, really. Go down to 13. That's going to be annoying in due time. So they actually commit to using our cards over their own in their own hand. So that's interesting. Interesting. Okay. Well, I think we should just keep up this Patchwork Automation. I guess we'll just go for the Synthesizer. Let's go ahead and just get some more off the top here. We get another Patchwork. See, the Patchwork's not like the greatest thing ever right now. I think we're just going to go for double Ronin. Yeah, it's just a little bit too slow at this point. We've already got our Patchwork Automation here. We got our automation worked out for us. Let's go for double Ronin. Swinging in with this. Swinging in with you, obviously. And I kind of want to keep the apprentices back. We could take a casualty here. They can't really, like, deal lethal to us, right? 2, 4, 5. No, I don't think they can. I think I just want to swing with everything. I think I do. 2, 4, 6. I mean, they only have 2 land sources too, so I don't think that we're in any sort of jeopardy to take lethal on the back end. And because they blocked this with the first striker, let's go ahead and just put this on the automation. Why not? Almost lethal. Almost lethal. Don't quite get there. These are going to go back to our hand, which isn't great. But they have to do something now. The Kumano is a little bit too slow for them to actually get presence on the board. And we have 2 Ronins in our hand. So, I mean, if they swing in, like, well, you left yourself open. So I think we're going to be okay here. Let's see. Do you have a Voracious Great Shark? That might help here, I think, right? It will not. It will not. But it's still a very cool card. Very cool sleeves. I actually don't think I have these sleeves. So that's why I'm a little bit jealous and kind of like fawning over these sleeves right now. But I think this is it. I mean, you have 3 mana. Werewolf Pack Leader. It's a 4/4. That's cool. But do they have a 1-drop that they can play? And even if they did, they can't swing in. So yeah, they can't swing in here. They do anyway. That's bold. This doesn't have vigilance. You know that, right? So they're going to get back a Rabbit Battery. Oh my gosh. So that is annoying. That is annoying. But guess what? They've only got 2 life here. And we actually get a Sokenzan. We can't use that, right? No, we cannot. So let's just go ahead and drop this for the... I mean, it doesn't even really matter. We're going to go for Ronin. We're going to go for Ronin, and they only have 4 creatures. They've got 4 creatures to block, and we only need 1 little damage off. So this Patchwork Automation, yeah, you can block it, but you do not have lifelink. And I have 5 creatures to your 5, or to your 4, rather. So that is going to be a good game. Should we give them the GGs, the little cool blood GGs? Maybe they think they still have a shot, I don't know. But either way, that's a really good game. You know, we'll go and give them it. Let's block them out. Well, we want to actually see them explode. It's a little bit more satisfying that way. So we're gonna take some casualties, but it doesn't matter. 0 is all it will take, baby. Let's go. So we're back here at the Hideout with the post-game wrap, and I definitely gotta say that this deck was a lot more fun than I even anticipated. Definitely had to make a deck around the Phoenix, and it was actually a lot more interactive than I thought too. I thought it was gonna be a lot more just like, you know, player card swing, okay, did I win? Turn 4, no scoop, blah blah blah. You know, a lot of aggro decks do kind of play like autopilot like that, but there was a lot more interaction than I would have expected in this deck, a lot more decision making, and that's really awesome because at the end of the day, we're playing a game here. You definitely want to play a game, so I give this deck 2 thumbs up. Very good. It's an aggressive deck, and it's not just like an autopilot brain dead deck that you had to like, you just know, don't even like do anything. So if you need like a ladder grinder, I would absolutely recommend this deck. It's very fun, it's very competitive, and it's very fast, and there's also a lot of decisions to be made. So absolutely love this deck. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up. The button looks just like this. It helps out the channel tremendously. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Tell me how ugly I am in the comments below, because it really helps out the channel, and I really appreciate all of you. But until the next episode, ManaMan out.